guys. Thanks for tuning in today for this episode of The Outbreak. We're so excited that you're here today, and we've got some fun, as you can see, in store. I've got mine ready. There you go. Yeah, a game of grapes, and so we will tell you about that in a second.
That'll be great.
But it is episode
22?
22. Believe it or
Wow.
not, of The Outbreak. Wow. It is Monday, a new week. And what I love about a new week is it's like a new start. And so we're hanging in there. You are basically halfway through April, and you're making it through the quarantine. You can do this.
That's right. That's right. Hey, got a coronavirus fact for you guys. I'm sure that you guys have seen people walking around with masks at this point. Some people even with like goggles covering their face. Now the reason that's happening is because the coronavirus, it spreads through respiratory droplets. So basically, when we talk, we're always spitting like a little bit of saliva, or when we sneeze, there's obvious stuff coming out of your face at that point. That's how this is spreading primarily, is really just through that saliva spreading. So that's why people are wearing masks, is so that if they're close to one another, they're not impacted by those respiratory droplets. Now, it can spread through other means. So, someone could touch a pillow and then, 10 minutes later you come by and touch the same pillow. It's like, you can get it, but it's far less likely. So that's how it's spreading, and that should help you just know how you can be safe. And that's why we should stay 6 feet apart from people. If you're 6 feet apart, you're far less likely to be impacted by that.
Don't let people touch your pillow.
That too. Those yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this next game is going to be Grape.
Going to be great. This game is going to be great.
Wait, did you have that planned?
It just came to mind, honestly.
That's pretty good.
I'm pretty happy.
It is going to be great. Very great, okay?
Great game.
Yeah, great game. So, it's much like the marshmallow game. We're going to see you're not allowed to swallow the grapes. You're trying to store them in your mouth. With this game, though, we want to be coronavirus sensitive and not touch the grapes with our hands. So we're going to keep our hands behind our backs, and one at a time we will add a grape until one person can't fit all the grapes in their mouth. We do realize that this is a slight choking hazard, so we have EMT on call.
There we go. Gonna take glasses off for this. It's
All
gonna
right.
get intense.
So we're going to start with one.
One grape?
Here we go.
Right. Easy. 2.
The key is not to get any branches in with the grapes.
That's true.
Yeah. 3. Oh, man.
Speaking of respiratory droplets, wow!
Oh. I'm glad they were good, not sour grapes.
So, what happened with you?
I literally couldn't open my mouth without grape juice just pouring out.
Yeah, I was trying not to pop the grapes, but they started popping. I think we both tapped out at 18.
Yeah.
There was no way I was making it past that. So.
That was pretty fun. That was
Wow.
pretty nutritious, far better than marshmallows. Yeah, and it was interesting. We basically made grape juice. So,
And that's how grape juice is made.
yep.
True story. But hey, got a devotional thought for you guys. As you know, we've been going through the book of Romans. We're going to continue on that this week. So I'm going to read Romans chapter 8. Check out verse 35 here. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble or hardship or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? Guys, God loves us. God loves you. And there's nothing you can do to change that fact. I think it's so important to remember that God loves us when we're feeling down.
Yeah.
When we're feeling discouraged, or frankly, when maybe we're just feeling really far from God because we haven't been at church, we haven't had community. But no matter what you do, no matter what you're going through, God loves you. So I think that just in and of itself, it's so basic. But I think that's enough to encourage us today. Guys, God loves us. And there's nothing that's going to happen, no matter how bad this virus gets, no matter how long we're in quarantine, nothing is going to separate us from the love of God. So yeah, life may be hard. We may be struggling. But we can be sure that with all the change going on, one thing that will never change is that God will never stop loving us. So be encouraged. Because even though you may not be feeling the love of your friends, maybe you aren't getting to live the life you want to live, but God still loves you, and we can be confident in that.
That's great. Yeah. One of the things just in the midst of hard times that I think we need to do is just hold on to the promises of God. And that's one of those that, like, I think I'll never forget, like that verse right there. It's just like, nothing can separate us from the love of Christ. And that concludes yourself or other people or a coronavirus pandemic. It's like God's love remains.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in today, guys. Hope you guys were encouraged and also entertained by that great battle.
It was GRAPE. It was so GRAPE.
That's right.
We'll see you next time for the next episode of The Outbreak.
It's got me singing, my, hashtag quarantine life. We are stuck